my God.
And all of a sudden, smoke, as she opens the door, wafts in.
Whoa.
To everything. Her entire kitchen is on fire.
Okay, get low. We need to evacuate this premises right away. He grabs her. I'm going to make a face danger to get out of this burning apothecary. All right. Epinacia, I'm going to save you. Oh, Oh, good golly. Welcome back, folks.
Welcome back. Hi.
Man, last time we checked in on our adventuring heroes, Pim and Dirk. We were finding ourselves returning from the city of Sparrowkeep after successfully recovering Chandra's golden chalice, her prized timber sports creation.
Yeah, her trophy, really.
We just tried to take the journey back.
Yes, we attempted to, and we failed miserably the couple of times we made the Undertake a Journey roll. First, we woke up, we were camped out a mile outside of the city walls, and we missed. We rolled a fat miss on Undertake a Journey.
Big, fat miss being interpreted as...
a legion of 100 people marching toward Sparrowkeep with a troll shackled at the collar and at bracers. And we attempted to face danger to escape it. We failed miserably again. Oh gosh, I'm all foggy on what happened.
Pim got into a real sticky wicket.
Yeah.
And almost having a tree having fallen on top of her, she was able to think on her feet quickly and get out of that hairy situation relatively scathed, a bit of a scathe, detonating an improvised explosive she had on her. After which, being passed narrowly by the large force heading to Sparrowkeep, unable to identify who they were or where they came from, Pim and Dirk decided to keep going and try to not make camp and leg it out. We were attacked by wolves. Fended off the wolves.
Correct.
Finally making it back to the town of Trout Nook.
Yeah.
Where they successfully returned the prized item and got paid for it.
Got paid by Chandra.
Yeah.
Here we are. It is the morning after they woke up, and we're about to do some more adventuring around Trout Nook. Very exciting.
We join Pim and Dirk as they just kind of steady themselves, deciding to take, out of the goodness of their heart, their spirits filled back up a little bit after a nightmarish trip back. Gave a little bit of a bonus mucking of the stables for Chandra. They could tell she was just really in a good mood.
Yeah.
Just gave a little bit of extra shoveling on their way out. Another good deed.
Yeah.
Supposedly, hopefully not going unrewarded.
There's two things that I want to do here. First of all, do you think that we forged a bond with Chandra? Doing this thing, fulfilling the deed? No, because we got paid for it.
Yeah.
We got paid for it. All right. Maybe our next interaction with Chandra.
I don't know. Maybe there's room to grow there. I don't want to force anything with her.
You don't want to force,
you know?
She's pretty gruff, isn't she?
She's gruff. She was a bit standoffish. I'm afraid that if we
force the issue. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens.
You gotta let those relationships grow with time. Acts of service. I've heard.
Yep, quality time,
acts of service, communication,
gift giving,
mucking the stables. You got.
Yeah, that's it.
Every good relationship requires a good mucking of the stables.
Mucking of the stables.
Every once in a while.
Is that just cleaning the bathroom? Is that you're saying you want your partner to clean
in a
the
way?
Okay.
Yeah, in a way.
I want to sojourn then.
Hell yeah.
Because Pim is, she's -1 health. She's at +4 because of the tree that nearly fell on her. She detonated a bomb, but she has burn marks on her forearms. She's feeling a little touchy right now. And our supply is at +3 because that was a harrowing journey back. We ate some of our stores. We drank some of our water. We are just a sight for sore eyes, the two of us.
Do it up.
When you spend time in a community seeking assistance, roll +heart. Pim is gonna roll +heart. Let's keep making Pim roll +heart. My heart is so bad.
This is what you wanted to do. I'm not gonna get in the way of your endeavors.
That's true. I'm gonna sojourn around Trout Nook. I'm excited about it. That is a strong hit. Wow. No, it's not. It's a weak hit. It's a weak hit. I thought that was a 1. It's a 7.
Oh man, if only.
If only. So on a weak hit, choose 1. If you share a bond, choose 1 more. Okay, great. So on a hit, you and your allies may focus each on one of your chosen recover actions and roll +heart again. Oh, interesting. If you share a bond, add +1. On a
weak hit, take +1 more.
Okay. Interesting. So technically, I'm going to choose one of these and roll again.
Yeah.
Right?
Cool.
And then on any hit, I get the benefit. All right. So I think I want some supply. I want to equip on this. Oh, I see. Clear and unprepared debility. I don't have any debilities, so it'll be +2 provision, +2 supply is what I would like. Now, do the both of us sojourn together?
Looks like it, yeah.
Great.
So I'll let you resolve yours, and then we'll see what Dirk decides to do. How does Pim?
You and your allies may each choose. So we're both sojourning together. I'm just the one making the roll.
At first.
I think
I'll do mine in a second.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it's you focus on one of your chosen recover actions and roll +heart again.
Great. Oh, I see. I made the roll for both of us, and then you roll, and then I roll. Great. We're learning. Here we go. I'm rolling +heart. That is a weak hit. So it's a hit regardless, and I take +2 supply.
How does Pim go ahead? Where does Pim head to go do a little bit of shop?
Yeah, she knows a guy.
She knows a guy.
Oh, felt like stopping in at old Burno's.
Eh? She's going back to Burno's, unfortunately.
She enters in the... She heads back to the marketplace along the pier.
Yeah.
Having been a little bit refurbished since the last attack, the busted cart cleared away, those items cleared away. Things tend to be a bit more of a hustle and bustle now. Things tend to be a little bit back to normal. And Burno's got his kiosk set up with any sort of oddment, weird items. Takes a look at Pim and goes... I was hoping you'd come back. And he reaches behind and he pulls out 2 petite size, expertly stitched leather gloves. And he sets them on the counter.
These gloves? How'd you find them?
Didn't think I'd forget.
Oh, this is so kind of you.
Burno doesn't leave a deal on the table. And we got interrupted last time. I figured I'd owed you one.
Well, thank you so much.
Considering all, I saw you jump in there with your big beefy friend there. Look at that. Is there any other deals Burno can make with you while we're here?
And she wants to barter, I guess. This is interesting, too. Cool thing about Ironsworn, we're keeping track of wealth, but wealth in Ironsworn is used as leverage when we are... Where's the Fortune Hunter asset?
It's somewhere on this desk.
Somewhere on our table.
Touch my things.
It's literally somewhere on here. But anyway, it's used more to aid your roll, to leverage. And so I don't think in this, because I rolled a strong hit.
Yeah, you're getting your supply. This isn't going to have any mechanical impact on wealth.
Right, precisely. So I will say, for the fiction, role playing wise, I fork over some gold that I have in my pocket, but it's not the gold that we're keeping track of. Am I making this really complicated?
No, it's just a really nice peel behind the curtain of
Ironsworn. Listen. Okay, cool. So yes,
tell the folks at home what you'd like to do role playing wise.
Role playing wise. She pays for the gloves. She says, "Thank you kindly, sir," and she pays for the gloves.
Happy to do business.
And she also...
I'd like to see a friendly face of yours around more often around
Thank you,
here.
Berno. Thank you so much. Do you happen to have some scraps of metal? Do you have some gears? And I'm looking for some thread and some oilcloth.
Scraps of metal.
Yes.
Thread.
Yes.
Gears.
And oilcloth.
Oilcloth.
He looks back behind and he picks up a small wind-up soldier toy. That has like a little turn crank on it, and he sets that on the desk. What was it else you mentioned?
A piece of thread.
Thread? He goes back. He kind of looks around, sees an old blanket, and starts just like yanking fibers out of it, sets it down. And you gather that with enough just kind of tinkering, you'll be able to pull small little gizmos and parts out of the wind-up toy.
Yes.
Thread from that. And as he pulls the thread, the wombat creature kind of hisses and gives a... he slams the cage closed again and be like, I know you're hungry. I'll be with you in a moment. And he sets everything back down. And you get what you need from Berno's shack once
Thank
again.
you. Is that your pet there?
Oh, I'm holding on to him for a friend.
For a friend?
Well, it's a foster situation, sort of.
Foster?
Well, he left...
What was the name of this creature again? It's not coming to mind.
A woodchuck. Wombat.
He left this creature behind as collateral.
Oh.
And he's taking something of mine out on loan and plans to give it back.
I see.
It's a bit of a pawning situation.
I see.
So I take care of his thing, this furry thing. And then hopefully in a couple of weeks he's going to come back. Otherwise, I get to keep my friend here.
He doesn't
Isn't
seem...
that right? Don't you want to stay? Don't you want to stay with old Berno and be Berno's executive assistant?
The wombat looks and throws up his cage immediately.
Throws up.
Well, that is something.
Thank you so much, sir.
Anytime, come on back. Berno never leaves. I'm so tired.
And Pim puts
Sorry,
on her
taking
gloves.
care of this. I don't know how much longer I could take care of this thing anymore. Berno never leaves a deal on the table. Come on back another time.
Thank you, sir. And Pim puts the gloves on and they fit perfectly. And she's so thrilled. They're beautiful black leather gloves. They're durable, very sturdy.
Yeah.
And she's very pleased that she has protection for her hands.
Not one oven
Very
mitt anymore.
important. No oven mitts.
No oven mitts this time.
What does Dirk want to do on his sojourn?
Dirk's gonna... Let's see what Dirk is low on. So right now I'm at 4 spirit of 5, and we share supply. So Dirk wants to kind of look and see if there is an apothecary store, he wants to stock up a bit on some natural herbs.
Nice.
Maybe look for some ingredients for some tinctures, some natural remedies. He's a bit stressed.
Yeah.
His traveling companion last time got a bit. So as I drop another dice in the studio, I'm gonna roll and see if I can just. It's not so much purchasing stuff, just being around a nice shop like that. And if I don't know if Trout Nook even has it, but
That's how I feel in a bookstore.
yeah, he's trying to get this how I feel in a bookstore sense.
Yeah. We can? What you rolled plus heart, right?
That's a miss.
It's a miss? You
Straight up.
missed on your sojourn?
Straight up miss.
On a miss, it goes badly and you lose all benefits for that action. Wait. On a wait a minute. You and your... on a miss, it goes badly and you lose all benefits for... Oh, so you just don't get the benefits.
So...
There's no...
Ding, 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 ding. Excuse me.
No, on a miss, you find no help here, pay the price. You have to pay the price.
I was just sort of... Yeah,
Is that
all right.
true?
Sure, let me pay the price.
Because hold on, backtrack. We rolled a weak hit on Sojourn. I did. So then you roll again.
Yeah.
And does it mean I see 2 misses. I see on a miss it goes badly and you lose all benefits for that action. Or on a miss you find no help. No, I think it's the first one. On a miss it goes badly and you lose all benefits. You do not have to pay the price because I rolled a weak hit on Sojourn. This miss is for rolling a miss on Sojourn.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
There's no consequence. It just doesn't help you.
Good afternoon. I was hoping to maybe see if anywhere in here in this establishment.
Hello there, dearie.
Hey.
How are you? Come into Apanacia's Apothecary.
Oh, amazing. Awesome. I was just kind of trying to see if you had any fresh herbs or sort of like natural. I really like wild mushroom or just maybe some sage, some thyme just to pick up or just kind of be around. Or maybe I could look at some samples or something.
You're looking for herbs and mushrooms?
Yep.
She pulls through drawers. She opens drawers. What kind of herbs and what kind of mushrooms?
Okay. Again, like I mentioned, sage, thyme helps. Let's see, snowberry, Mora tapenelia. Let's see, hiker's netch, arrowhead. If you got the arrowhead fungus.
And she is looking through, and I'm coming up on writer's block. Do we roll an action and theme to figure out why this is a miss?
Yeah.
Why would you go? No, you know what? You probably shouldn't
Roll
have even gotten into the store.
And theme.
How do you miss on a sojourn?
Don't bail on your
I'm
character.
I'm not bailing. I'm just trying to make a compelling choice.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna roll an action theme.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll an action theme.
Give yourself a little bit of flavor there. It's like a 27.
Oh, yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah. Use them tables, girl.
And all of a sudden, she's pulling through drawers and she's pulling out things. And all of a sudden, you smell something. You smell something bizarre. It kind of smells like burning toast, perhaps, in the air.
Sorry, is something burning?
Oh, no! And she tears off into the back of the store.
Oh, my God.
And all of a sudden, smoke, as she opens the door, wafts in.
Whoa!
To everything, to the entire store. Black smoke.
Do you have any flammable elements near an open source of fire?
Her entire kitchen is on fire.
Oh.
Her entire kitchen is aflame.
Okay, get low. We need to evacuate this premises right away.
We need water.
I don't know where we're
get
getting.
some
No,
water?
water later. The most important thing is getting you out. You might be suffering from smoke inhalation, and that's dangerous.
But my herbs, my
Don't you know the
inventory.
current threat level in Forest right now is at least orange? And he grabs her. I'm gonna make a face danger to get out of this burning apothecary with Amelita? What's her name?
Apanacia.
Apanacia. That's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
I need to write that down.
Thank you. Poor Apanacia.
Oh my God. All right. Apanacia, I'm gonna save you.
Oh! A critical miss! You rolled a critical miss!
That's a crit miss. That's a 1 on my action die and double 9s on my challenge die.
On a miss, you fail, or your progress is undermined by dramatic and costly turn of events. Oh, no. All right, well...
Apanacia, come on. Let's get out of here.
She wriggles out from
What are you
your
doing?
grasp. And she's like, my cat Mittens!
No.
And she goes down on the ground.
Now's
and
not the time.
runs.
We gotta get you out.
She's crawling as fast as she can back toward the kitchen when kaboom!
No!
There is an explosion. We rolled a critical miss. There is an explosion. The glass on the window shatters. Dirk just barely gets out unscathed as the entire apothecary and Apanacia's house combusts into flames.
Oh my God. Apanacia! Apanacia! Dirk looks around frantically. Help! Fire! And he shouts, and immediately some other folks around the center of town begin to spring into action, grabbing buckets, filling water out of the well, trying to get these flames under control.
Yeah. And to no avail, the house burns. The house burns.
The house burns down.
They're
completely.
realizing that as they are throwing the buckets of water, there's really nothing to be done. It is a freestanding house, and so there's no danger to other buildings. However,
I want
you
to.
can face danger again if you want, but it's a critical miss. I don't know if there's.
Okay,
I
want
ahead.
to
Try to salvage this.
No, I'm gonna. I have to do something. I'm gonna face danger.
Okay.
Sprint inside and sprint around the smoldering wreckage and try to find.
All right.
So
Epinacia.
is this gonna be a face danger into a gather information or just I'm
face
facing
danger? Just face danger with. What are you gonna do? Iron probably.
This
Aggressive action,
yeah,
strength, and
yeah.
endurance.
Come on. Oh god, I just wanted to relax.
Do you have momentum you want to burn on this?
Okay.
It's a weak hit.
That's all right.
It's a weak hit. On a weak hit, you succeed. Wait, you want to burn?
It's got to exceed it. Let me just double check.
But you can.
If it's matching the 6 or. Let me just
Shoot.
double check if momentum is the same number.
I think it's.
That are less than. So no. Weak hit.
Weak hit. Okay. You succeed, but you face a troublesome cost. Okay, so Dirk realizes that the door is a no-go. He goes in through the back. Luckily, there is a back entrance. One of the windows that has been blown open. That is the way he gets in because the door is locked.
Ow.
And he gets cuts in his forearms. However, I guess you can choose one. Which one do you want to choose?
I'm going to suffer 1 harm from the smoke inhalation and getting cuts from the broken glass on the window.
Okay. You endure harm. You endure 1 harm.
Epinacia, please!
Through the smoke is trapped. There is flames coming by the stove pit in the kitchen. But she is holding mittens, terrified. What does Dirk do?
Oh!
No, you're good. You succeed. I just want you to play it out. You don't make any more moves.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
succeeded.
okay.
Don't roll any more dice.
Epinacia! He takes his long spear, though, strapped to his back, and uses it as a fulcrum and to, like, get underneath and like, take the crossbeam that she's trapped under and basically, like, pushes down all this weight on the strong piece of wood, and it, like, levers up, and she's able to scurry out from under the crossbeam of the building that she's trapped under, coughing horrifically. Let's get out of here. He picks her up, gets her up on his shoulder, along with Mittens, and they just flee out of there as crumbling debris begins to fall, and they just make it out.
Thank you, sir.
You need to understand the danger of having heat implements around dry herbs, brush. You own an apothecary. You should be more responsible than this. Are you okay?
Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Epinacia, I'm sorry. The last thing you need is to be barking at you right now. Are you okay? You okay?
I'm okay, sir. But what is your name? I have you to thank for my life and the life of my cat.
I'm Dirk. Dirk Overvacher. It's just... It's really... It's a pleasure to meet you.
He does the firm arm
forearm
thing,
grasp.
and she doesn't know what that is. And she just, like, recoils.
Her spindly forearm is, like, completely encapsulated. It's like if you were to grab a pipe cleaner.
I think this calls for forging a bond because you made sacrifices for her cause. Wow. You can attempt to create a bond when you do roll plus heart.
Epinacia, I'm sorry this happened. Let me help you in the future. If I could come by later at some point, I want to see you back on your feet. I feel some sort of responsibility to this, even though I don't really know how I could have had anything to do with it. It seems like your honestly negligence led to your entire shop burning down, but I want to help you.
All right.
What is wrong with me today? This
is a mess.
This is Dirk's day from hell. He scored a fat miss on forging a bond with Epinacia.
On the miss, they reject you, pay the price. Okay. I don't appreciate that you said my negligence. Do you not understand that I am an 87-year-old woman who has survived to 87 years in the Ironlands?
Yeah.
Do you think we have modern dentistry here? Absolutely not. I don't appreciate that. Thank you. You need to work on your arrogance.
Did you say dentistry?
Have a nice day. Wow. And she turns on her heel and walks to nowhere because her house is currently still on fire.
Dirk sitting there honestly flabbergasted by what has begun as just an attempt to find some simple R&R has turned into a woman's entire livelihood burning down, and also scolding him that he
called her out.
He called her out, and then she mentioned dentistry, and he doesn't really know what that is. He finds this stressful, and this is completely the opposite of what he wanted.
No,
you
already took -1 health. That was the consequence.
On facing danger getting into the building, and then I rolled a miss on forge a bond, pay the price. That was stressful.
All right.
Dirk doesn't kind of know how to handle it when an interpersonal, he feels at fault, and he's kind of beating himself up about it. And he takes -1 spirit, so not 3 spirit.
You're looking pretty rough here.
This day sucks.
Pretty rough. We're gonna have to sojourn again. So Pim just says "Hiya!" and she catches up and she says, "What on earth happened here? It's a burning house. It's God. It looks like the only thing left is this chimney here."
Don't freak out. It's kind of a long story short.
What are you responsible for this?
Long story short, people don't have access to good dentistry in the Ironlands. You know?
And Pim
and I should have known that. And I shouldn't have went off on her like that, and I shouldn't have ran in. And I should have tried to save more of her stuff, and he's just beating himself up.
And then all of a sudden, somebody overhears this and says, "Excuse me, were you the one responsible for saving that woman's life?" And he turns, and it is the Marquis Chim.
I don't even know.
Sauntering toward the two. He's off his horse, he's dismounted, and he stands at 5'3", just slightly taller than Pim herself.
And Dirk kind of looks at the Marquis and he goes like, "I don't know." And he walks over and he attempts to dejectedly kind of hug and fall into the Marquis's arms because he's kind of without a place right now. He's just kind of like, Marquis comes up to about his sternum and he kind of just goes like, "I don't know, man.
Oh, well.
I don't know."
Yes, that's all very nice. And he's like pats his back twice.
Whew, I'll be all right.
He says, "That's very valiant of you. I do not take for granted what you did for that woman on this day."
Before you go on, I don't think I'm gonna be able to sing at your ball or gala or what you have coming up. I'm sorry to have to flake. I don't think I'm up to it.
And Pim, seeing the Marquis, who has a twinge, a little twitch in his eye, looks to Dirk and looks to the Marquis and says, "Of course he will." And she slaps Dirk on the back. "He's just had a bad day, right, Dirk? We're both gonna go, in fact."
Yeah.
And the Marquis says,
"Yeah, that's right.
As I suspected. It just happens to be tomorrow eve. 2 hours after dusk. I look forward to seeing the two of you. And your names?"
Well, Dirk.
And, I'm Dirk's friend.
Yes, Dirk and Dirk's friend. Well, tomorrow Eve we're having a get-together. Myself, I don't live here in Trout Nook, but I like to come by and check on and see how, the other settlements are doing. I'm here on the weekend, and I'm here entertaining some of the higher-ups in town.
Oh.
Some of these wealthy fishing merchants like to have a good time, and, well, I like to make sure my coin continues flowing in the right direction. So, while I wine and I dine my clients tomorrow evening...
Tomorrow Eve.
I would like some entertainment.
Yes, you said
and
that.
Hearing Dirk, quite honestly, that wonderful voice, I want you two to be in attendance. And I want you to help me entertain. And quite honestly, I feel as though... this is a bit of a favor that you owe me after that little incident in the marketplace. A couple days ago now.
Yes, of course. But I don't really do entertaining, I'm...
Can't wait for you to arrive. And he begins to turn off and walk off in a huff, and then he looks back and he goes, and if you two could, clean up, this is a formal occasion, and you're going to need to show up in something, well, more put together than whatever this is. And he looks at Dirk and goes, while I like this quite a lot, it's doing a lot for me right now, you're going to need to at least have a shirt when you sing. Unless this is part of some theatrical... Is this a costume of some kind? And Dirk kind of goes like, oh, no, it's just... Yeah, I'll find something to wear. It'll be fine.
We both will. And he turns on his heels and he walks away. Meanwhile, the building has largely been reduced to a pile of ash. The flames are out.
We're starting to see some of the local wardens walk by and begin to assist in cleaning up a bit of the rubble and the wreckage.
Yes.
And
Pim just kind of goes to Dirk and says, no, thank you, really? For what you just did for that woman. I thought for sure there would be some gold in it or something, but instead he just reminded us of the debt we owe him. If anything, we paid it by you saving that old...
I don't know. He said he didn't even live here, and he probably doesn't have much care for the citizens of this town, really. I gotta figure out a way to blow up. Man, I don't know what Dirk wants to do right now.
We should sojourn one more time.
I don't know.
We should try to sojourn one more time. They don't have plans.
You know
All
what?
they have to do is procure fine garments for tomorrow night. That's what they have to do.
Sure.
Do you want to try to sojourn? I'm not going to touch the dice.
Do you think... You know what might pick my spirit up?
What?
And then he looks, and there's a glint in his eye. And then we immediately cut to a Trout Nook makeover montage.
No!
And Pim and Dirk begin to walk into a bit more of a wealthy district of Trout Nook. This is where some of the, not the, fisher, it's mainly a fishing town. That's where most of the industry comes from. But this is where a couple of the noble families of the area begin to live and reside.
Yes.
And they have basically their own Fifth Avenue, so to speak.
Fifth Avenue.
And with the thick, coin in their pocket from the job they just did. And Pim determined to pick up, and Dirk determined to pick their own spirits up a little bit.
Yes.
They go in from store to store.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, Devil Wears Prada it up. And Pim walks in, and am I going to make this roll?
Oh, this is our sojourn?
This is our
sojourn. If this goes well?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
You're going to make the roll, I think, and it's plus heart.
Oh, yeah, we both do it. I'll do the sojourn, and then we both individually do our...
Yes, correct. The sojourn in general. What's happening to us, Tyler? This is a critical miss. It's a 5 on our action die and 2 9s again. 2 9s
I can't.
again. This is a critical miss on Sojourn. On a miss,
this isn't Dirk's town.
On a miss, you find no help here. Pay the price.
Dirk walks in. Dirk and Pim walk into the first establishment. It's called Refined Raiment.
Refined Raiment. Okay.
And Dirk, emboldened this time, kicks open the door, and a very fine, snooty-looking gentleman with a pencil-thin mustache, jet black shoulder-length hair, coiffed, in a what clearly looked like fine an outfit that more the nobility would wear, greets them at the door with a complete furrowed brow as Dirk kind of looks around and immediately kind of walks up to like a very nice-looking cloak and begins just like putting it up, trying to fit it over his shoulders.
Can I...
Pim, can you pull this over my... I don't think this is quite my size. We can give it a try, though.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah. Can you grab, I think, from my elbow and just kind of yank down? I want to just, like, throw this on.
Excuse me, sir.
Yep.
That garment is not your size.
I was just thinking with, like, a little elbow grease, though. We could pull it and then just, like, I kind of like the way it kind of, like, you can see it kind of, like, curves across, like, my shoulders and my deltoids a little bit.
And as Dirk lifts his arms one more time to pose, he rips the raiment. He rips the fine garment by the pits.
Well, I guess you guys, do you guys do alterations?
And the pencil-thin mustache man goes, "Get out!" and screams at them. Dirk and Pim both exit the premises as fast as they can. Dirk is unable to take the garment off. He attempts to, but he ends up just walking in a circle. And he is now blinded because the collar of the shirt is completely up to his forehead.
I just think with like a couple of hems and we could just take it out a little bit. Could you take it out a little bit?
He rams into the wall where several pairs of shoes come clobbering down. The entire shelf itself also then comes down and falls on top of Dirk. He is unscathed, however, because he is 6'2" and jacked. He gets out. He then manages to take the collar of the shirt down. He can see again. And then he runs out with Pim.
Do you mind? The snooty nobleman stares at them both as Pim is frantically trying to, like, damage control. Yeah. You have caused quite enough destruction in here.
I'm sorry, sir.
I demand you pay for all of this damage immediately. And Dirk kind of looks back and goes... He's just so dejected.
Sir, we don't have the gold for that. You don't understand. We don't have the gold. This was a complete mistake, you see.
Don't have the gold. Can't pay, huh? Well, I guess you'll have to work it off then, won't you? He's looking, like, close to Dirk. And Dirk really is just so mad at himself because he doesn't know. And he looks and he goes... All right, I'm sorry. I've caused enough mayhem for one day.
What kind of work do you have in mind, then?
And he walks to the entranceway of Refined Raiment. Grabs just the tip of his iron spear. And holds his hand out after doing so to... Sir, what is your name?
My name is Daryl.
Daryl of Refined Raiment. I vow to pay you back. Or at least work this off in some way. Name it, I'll do it. I gotta make this right. I've wronged enough people in this settlement.
Let's roll on something, shall we?
I'm swearing an iron vow.
Very exciting.
I gotta make the. I can't keep
rolling critical misses. Let's see.
I'm
here.
putting these D10s away. These D10s are going in the boo boo box.
The boo boo box. Yeah, those are bad D10s. They go in the graveyard. How about? Oh, here we go. Character goal. Oh, I gotta roll again. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. I know what you can do for me.
Yeah, name it. I gotta make this right.
He sounds like the Marquis. I gotta switch up his accent. I know what you can do. We are trying to, at Refined Raiment, craft the most refined raiment in all the Ironlands. This will be
Do I
for
get
the
to wear it?
king
Oh.
of the Havens himself.
Whoa.
He has requested something extra special, and I know
Whoa.
precisely what to give him.
That's
It requires procuring 3 ingredients.
Okay.
I, personally, do not have the wherewithal to get myself. We're awfully busy here, and now we're going to be a lot more busy now that there are shoes and clothing ruined by you.
He looks around and there's nobody else in the store but Dirk and Pim. This guy clearly just doesn't want to go do the legwork.
You need to fetch me 3 things.
Yeah, name it. Okay.
You need to fetch me 10 ounces of gold.
Okay.
10
and
ounces.
He takes an implement out of his satchel. He starts writing on his hand again.
10 ounces of pure gold. It needs to have been refined and melted down
Okay.
from its original ore.
Wow. Okay.
Next,
Yeah.
I need the hair of a cave lion.
Whoa.
I need
Okay.
I need just the hair. No, that doesn't make sense. I need the hair of
That's good.
a cave lion.
You got it. Yeah. Okay. Like the
The
kind of-
mane.
well, the thing with cave lions, right? Is you have the finer
The mane
from the mane.
of a cave lion.
Cave lion's mane. Got it.
And last,
Are we talking the kind of mountain-dwelling cave lions, or are we talking more regional cave lions of the deep wilds?
any cave lion at all.
Okay, understood. Yeah, Dirk is just exhausting this guy with his knowledge of wildlife.
And last, I need
Name it.
leather. I need the tanned hide.
Seems like the most difficult thing you can go pick up.
Hang on.
No, leather. You got it. Leather.
Of 5 cows.
Leather from 5 cows.
Wait, no. I need something questier. Hold on.
It's
Not the leather.
I like to think that Daryl is having a moment of crisis and saying all this out loud.
Because he's
He's
doesn't
going
really sketched out the blueprint
this
of
is
these
for the king.
clothes.
He's under a lot of pressure. Darrol.
We need gold. We need the hide of a cave lion, and I want to make it 1 artifact, but I don't have the source book with me.
Okay.
Do you have the source book with you?
Yeah, sure do.
Search artifacts. I could make it up, but I would love to make it lore friendly. Here we go. Stand by, everyone. We're finding an artifact. We're searching for an artifact.
Got it.
Any old artifact at all.
Got it. I spelled artifact wrong.
Okay, no
Control
worries.
F.
He's doing it.
Good.
The the goblet of Gilroy. The gemstone of Gemma. Great. Any one of these. You can say it out loud. Great. I am going to make it up. And you also need 1 tusk of a mammoth.
So no artifact?
No artifact.
The sample ones they
was
gave,
too
there's only 6 of them,
long.
and they're not.
Great. So, once again, for the girl in the back, and Pim is just like rolling her eyes. 10 ounces of gold, the mane of a cave lion.
Mane of a cave lion, check.
And the tusk of a mammoth.
Mammoth tusk.
Delivered these 3 things to me, and we're even.
Did you still want the leather from 5 cows, or can we kind of sort of waive that?
Get out! And then they leave.
The
door
exit,
shuts behind them.
slams. It kind of hits Dirk in the butt as they leave the refined raiment, and Dirk, unfortunately, has bumbled his way into a personal quest for himself, which is to gather all of these things. I'm going to jot down in my quest log here the Iron Vow.
And Pim swears the Iron Vow too.
Get items for Daryl.
She touches her breastplate, her iron breastplate, and swears the same.
Pim.
Gather 3 things.
You don't have to concern yourself with this stuff. I'll go to Burno's and see what he's got. See what he turns up. Of a couple days in the market, he's got to have a mammoth tusk, right? He's got to have, I don't know, cave lions are pretty rare.
Listen, we're in this together, and the sooner we can get done with this, the better.
All right.
Besides, we also have to find good clothing for the party tomorrow night.
That's fair.
God. So that, we have to assign a ranking for that.
Yeah, that seems...
This seems dangerous.
This seems 10 ounces of gold, which we don't know how to procure yet. The mane of a cave lion, which is not going to be in the same spot as gold.
Right.
And a tusk of a mammoth. This sounds formidable at least.
Formidable.
It sounds like journeys going in different directions.
It's going to take a while.
He didn't give me a timetable.
No, he
thankfully.
didn't, luckily.
So this is a formidable...
What's the shop called?
I'm never rolling
Respectable
dice
raiment?
again.
You're not touching the dice.
Refined.
Refined raiment.
Daryl at the Refined Raiment needs things for the king. But no timetable.
No timetable.
All right. Well, do you want to...
God almighty.
Okay. We gotta find a way to get some new threads. Because this isn't it.
This is not it. And she looks down at her clothes, which are still soiled from the oil and the dirt that she rolled in the day prior. And they're going to have to gather information in order to find clothes.
Just another thought,
Yeah.
remember that circus tent back at Sparrow Keep?
Yes.
They're probably bound to have costumes, right?
We're not going back to Sparrow Keep. We
You're right,
just
it's dumb,
got
it's
back
dumb.
here.
It's a stupid idea.
Absolutely not. Okay, I'm going to roll on gather information because she's not a native to this town and neither is Dirk. So they're going to have to ask around to find clothing for the Marquis's party. Wow, this is a great shopping episode. It went from really dire to really mundane, which is great.
We can still have a makeover.
Absolutely, we can still have a makeover. We shouldn't have rolled on the makeover.
I thought it would go fine.
No, it went very poorly. And
I
now
didn't
we're
know
back
it
to
would
square
go
one.
as bad as it could possibly have
And
gone.
now we have a formidable Iron Vow.
Yeah, but no time
Formidable fetch
to
quest.
get to when we get to.
To get to when we get to. That's true. There's no urgency here.
The
We just
urgency
can't buy clothes.
The urgency is Dirk's psyche wanting to make good.
Yeah. I'm going to say, we conduct an investigation to find clothing. It's a miss.
Put it away. We have to stop. We have to leave town. We've got to leave town. We have to get out of Trout Nook. The city's
have to
cursed.
Stop rolling.
The city's
dice.
cursed. Put
Wait, it's a critical miss
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It's a critical miss.
Take the dice and
Wait.
throw them in the toilet.
Critical miss. This is 3 critical misses in a row.
Are the planets bad?
This is Mercury might be in retrograde. This is 2 6s on our challenge die, and this is a 3 on our action roll.
So, yeah. So upon asking around, Pim and Dirk are asking around, being very loud, being very vocal about wanting to pick up some clothes for the Marquis.
Do we go back to market? I'm sure we go back to market.
Yeah, they're asking around the marketplace, things like that.
Looking at stalls.
And they're making a point to just ask about, and immediately as they turn the corner, going from shop to shop, not having a bunch of luck, three hooded figures kind of lean out from an alleyway and go to Pim and Dirk and go, hey, sounds like you two have been looking to get dolled up a little bit. Got a little fancy party to go to. Why don't we have a conversation real quick?
No, thank you.
And
I suppose.
at the other two figures surround Pim and Dirk, and they glint like daggers from their hilts, and they go, "Why don't we have a conversation?" And they usher Pim and Dirk into an alleyway.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them, you okay?
Yep. A little tickle.
One of them looks at Pim and goes, "You've been pretty vocal about attending a little party with the Marquis, huh? Haven't you?"
Oh, no. You see, we're simply.
You see, we're not too happy with all the gold flowing into the Marquis's pockets and the Marquis's agent, and not enough going to my people and our organization, you see.
Who are you people?
That's not so important for right now. What's more important for us is how you're going to involve us in the business that you have. And you can see like the three hoods that these guys share kind of have very similar etching. They have very similar design, as though these three typically are in. They seem a bit more organized than just a couple of rough dudes that would pull you in an alley and mug you.
I see.
And I'm gonna get a name for this guy. He's not gonna give his name.
I can tell you. You roll, and I will tell you the result.
Yeah. Give this guy a name.
He's an Ironlander.
19, yep.
19 is Wynne, Wynne.
Nice. You see, and Wynne kind of like, the two men forcibly just kind of like sit Pim and Dirk down, like against the wall in between two structures.
Careful.
And he kind of squats down and goes, you see, we've been casing the joint, so to speak, around the Marquis's longhouse for quite some time, and we haven't quite had the right opportunity to get inside. And now it seems like you two give us a perfect opportunity to do so, right, fellas? It seems like finally our fortunes are turning around a little bit.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah. Yeah,
sure.
Boss.
Okay, boss.
And Wynn just kind of goes like, "Okay, guys, you don't have to talk." And he looks at Pim and Dirk, and he goes, "So you're gonna make this easy on yourselves and on us, and help us do what it is we need to do. Otherwise, we're gonna make things very difficult for you."
And Pim looks at Dirk, and he looks back at her, and she says, "What on earth do you want done then?"
I don't know what kind of business you have getting in there, but you are going to get us in there. And he looks, and he pulls his kind of hood down. Mm-hmm. And he's got kind of an intricate tattoo like coming up on his neck. And he kind of has the tattoo going along his neck, like kind of right here, of like an outstretched palm and a coin being dropped like into the outstretched palm.
Whoa.
And he says, you see, we are... he looks at you. Oh, yeah.
It's been quiet for a while. It's very,
It's a tense moment.
It's a tense moment, but we need some tense music.
You got it. You got it.
Live mixing, everyone.
Yeah. My organization has been having a bit of a rough go. The wardens are making life a little bit difficult for us to have our operations, and we won't kill you if you do what it is we want. And what we want is entry into the Marquis's longhouse, and we're gonna rob the place.
And Pim looks at Dirk and she's like, we just went over this in Sparrowkeep. Why is this happening again?
I don't know. I think we're cursed.
We literally just did this.
And and Wynn begins to draw in the sand for Pim and Dirk, just kind of intricate plans and just kind of a loose, like, you guys are going to get in there, and at a certain point, you're going to let my team and I into this party. And then the real fun's going to begin.
And what if we say no?
At that point, the two Wynn's two, like, kind of body men kind of grab you both, Pim and Dirk both, around the collar and hold daggers to our necks.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. That's cool.
We'll do what you want.
I need something a bit more concrete than that. And he takes the dagger that he was drawing kind of in the sand with, and pulls out like a little piece of paper, and he's like, "This is how we do things in my business." And he pulls it out, and the two he like has like, it's like a little business like kind of ledger, or like what looks like a tiny little contract that he quickly like pulls out, and it's very like the inscription on it is very like vague, like it would apply to a lot of things, but it's kind of like stuff that's kind of hard to read. It's like legalese written by like jock legalese, like the proprietor who this writ of blah blah blah, but it's a bunch of jargon and nonsense.
Got it.
And he sets it down, at which point the like ruffians take their daggers and kind of like cut Pim and Dirk along their hand, and hold it out over the paper where there's like a line at the bottom, and it drops, and he takes one of his rings on his finger. Looks like a dull iron ring with a carved into it, what looks like it was cast in the iron casting, is that same symbol that he has tattooed on his neck of the palm holding out and the coin going into it. And he seals and imprints that into the pool of blood that you left on the paper. And he stamps it down and he goes, "We have an agreement." So over the next tonight,
tomorrow night.
Yes. Right. And then Wynn just kind of thinks back into his head and he goes, "When's this party happening?"
Tomorrow night.
Good. Yeah. Tomorrow night. And one of the things goes, "Boss, you having a tough time remembering?" "Shut up. Shut up. Don't talk." And kind of in that alleyway begins to talk about an intricate plan with timing that's very specific. Like, this guy is a professional. He expects things to be done.
Right.
What's going on at this party? Is there going to be a moment at this party where everybody is together paying attention to one central thing?
And Pim rolls her eyes and looks to Dirk.
Yeah. There's going to be a performance. I'm going to perform.
I see. Then will be the time that you sneak us in.
Okay, so I'm going to have everybody's attention singing at this party. At that point, I guess Pim is going to sneak to a point of egress. Yeah. And he looks at, like, he pulls out of his bag, and he's got, like, a drawing of when, like, he has detailed kind of schematics that aren't filled in all the way, because as his team has started to, like, case the joint over time, he's been able to get more and more information. But he goes, there's a wine cellar at the Marcos's Longhouse. That's our point of entry. It's got a service entrance that folks offloading casks of wine will enter in at. Pim, you are going to go down into the wine cellar and open that door for us. At that point, my team gets in, and then we have a really good time. And that's where we will leave it. For next time.
Very exciting. Wow.
We're
part of a heist now?
As we've proved that we're so good at.
We have proved that we're so good at that.
We're good at heists. You know what we're not good at?
Strong hits.
Resting. Just hanging out. Can't do it, apparently. I'm screaming into this mic.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
God.